Gentlemen, today we're covering how to build a high quality wardrobe on a budget. This is a G9 Barracuda jacket. It's about $400 new. I got it for about 60 bucks. $350 wool blazer, only $12. $450 double-breasted top coat, only 18 bucks. This sweet $200 puffer jacket for only $12, and so much more. I'm gonna cover exactly how I did it in this video. I'm Angel with The Modern Man. Let's get to it. All right, so there's three ways that I really do this, and I really wish I could tell my 25-year-old self this, because I used to spend almost all of my income on clothes and all this stuff, and I'd have nothing to show for it at the end of the year. Well, eventually, when I learned these tricks, it saved me so much money. And using these three tips, literally, you could build a capsule wardrobe for probably $100, $200, and you could build an entire, like, huge, really detailed advanced wardrobe, different colors, different patterns for every occasion, shoes, shirts, jackets, outerwear, everything, for probably under about $2,000. All right, so the first way that I do this is warehouse and sample sales. You might have seen these in your city, and there's a trick to them, because if you go to these ones that are in the major, like, metropolitan cities like New York, like LA, the sample sales aren't that good. You're really only getting things from 30 to 50, 60% off. Like, what you really want to find is the things where you're getting 70% baseline off, 80%, 90%. And the sample sales in these major cities not only have less selection and cost more money, but I had a buddy last weekend who was trying to go to one, and they said that the line took at least 3 hours from start to finish, which is insane. So the way that you could find these sample sales, so there's a couple websites you can use. You can use one called samplesales.us, and there's another one called chickme.com. You can also literally just Google brand warehouse sale, brand sample sale, and check out different blog posts, check out Reddit to see how quality some of these sales are. People have posted about it, because if it's a good enough sale, it is worth like traveling somewhere to go to that sale if you're going to spend enough money, because you'll save such a ridiculous amount of money on the wardrobe that it just makes sense to go to it. And the great thing about these as a guy is most guys don't know how to pick good pieces. You'll have guys who go to these warehouse sales who are just like your average guy, just picking up clothes with his wife somewhere, and they just don't know how to grab the good pieces. So a lot of these good pieces are available, and a lot of times these sample sales might be multi-day, so you can go on one day, go the next day for cheaper prices, a little bit less selection, but a little bit less intimidating to kind of go through all of the clothes that are available there, and you'll find something that'll work out real nicely for you. Here's a good sample of what a warehouse sale might be like. So this is what it looks like, and they'll oftentimes give you some sort of a sheet where they use that to mark everything that you've grabbed, and you're basically grabbing a big trash bag and just collecting as much as you can. So method number two, a lot less effort than method number one, but you do get less of a discount, pretty significantly so, but you get a good discount nonetheless. So you'll go to Google, type in the name of the brand, and then put seconds next to that brand name, or look up if they have any like return goods. Some brands have different names for them, but I was able to get this sweet $400 pair of Chelsea's. Look at these guys, real QT, and they are more or less like perfect. They've got minor stitching issue right there, if you could kind of see that, but that's pretty small for a $200 discount on these good leather boots. So that's what I would definitely recommend for you. Right before the last one, I would really appreciate if you drop a like and subscribe. It really, really helps out the channel. Very much appreciate that. If you have any awesome tips on how to build a wardrobe on a budget, definitely drop those in the comments below. And number three is consignment shops. And so I mean both online and offline. Online would be an example of like a marketplace like Poshmark or Mercari. I love Poshmark. I've been able to get a lot of really good clothes in there for dirt cheap. When I would skateboard, I would get skateboard shoes for like $10, $20 to burn through them. And I recently just got this sweet camel coat for only $70, and they go for about, I think, $350 to $400 brand new. And for fashion consignment shops, think of them like fancy thrift shops. So you get a lot of really good brand name clothes. It's a especially good place for finding like blazers, good jackets, outerwear, things that are gonna be really expensive, or very specific types of brand names. For these shops, you'll Google, punch it in, see which ones are gonna be near you. Again, if you're in a city, there will actually be a lot more of a selection in the city. Some of the items will tend to go a lot quicker because it has a lot more foot traffic that's going through that store. However, also in the city, you will find that the prices are going to be more than what you would get at somewhere that's in a smaller place. However, I live in New York, and some of the places that I've seen, they'll have good pieces, like a really good Belstaff leather jacket, for example. They go for about $1,700 new. You could find it for probably about $700, $800. So you do get them still for about half off of what they are normally new. The name of the game with these is checking regularly, especially with an online marketplace like Poshmark or Mercari. You can check them on the regular, and if you just kind of browse, set your size preferences, it's really easy to find a particular item you want and just check every couple weeks until that item comes in, and it's a really good way to get awesome clothes at a discount. There you have it. Done. You guys are about to look oh so stylish. Really appreciate you rocking with me. Please drop a like, subscribe. If you have any awesome tips on getting clothes on a budget, building out that wardrobe, please drop them below. I'm Angel with The Modern Man, and I'll catch you next time.